guys, here we go. So this is the first forcible watch, I guess we call it. I don't know. Where Mike and Ross force each other to watch some craziness, I guess we'll call it. I don't know. There's probably a better word that we're gonna use or better term. Marketing team hasn't gotten involved, so we haven't been able to figure out. So just let's just put it this way. I'm making Mike watch this movie, Miss Meadows. So Katie's gonna look all menacing at me this whole time. And I'm sure Mike at some point there somebody's gonna pop up a poster somewhere. But this movie is completely insane, and not in one of those ways where you're like, "Hey, this was a great creative idea, creative endeavor." 2014 is when it came out, which was kind of a weird time, I guess, in films because we thought that Katie Holmes was gonna be this, like, avenging angel sort of star. It's not her death wish, but it's also not her like Taken, where it's like, hey, we're taking a dramatic actor, we're gonna make him this, action star or something like that, and it's gonna spawn a franchise. If this was a franchise, I would no longer want to ever watch movies because wow, just wow. So Mike doesn't know what he's in for in this, and I'm not gonna spoil this because he edits these videos, so I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm just gonna let you know that when it comes to this movie, Mike's gonna watch it, and at a certain point, he's gonna see Katie Holmes being, let's say, intimate with a fellow, and it's gonna be an uncomfortable scene for him, and because I know I'm sitting in my couch watching this just squirming. And it's not because of obviously, it's not because of the beautiful Katie Holmes, she's gorgeous, but it's also not because of the guy, James Badge Dale, I believe is the actor's name, and it's, you've seen him in things. He was in Iron Man 3. He was one of the people that were on that, like, I can't remember what the name it was, but, that, like, orange lava thing that made people explode if they went crazy. He was, like, the head henchman of that. Um but he's in this movie, he plays a small town cop, she plays a small town teacher. She's very prim and proper. She's, obviously Miss Manners, essentially, but she's named Miss Meadows. And there's a villain in this movie who is essentially this sex offender that moves into town and suddenly just shows up on the scene and starts being creepy, and he's played by, Callum Mulvey. Now, you probably don't know the name, but you know the look, and you know what this guy looks like. He was, one of the crew in Winter Soldier that attacks Cap in the elevator, one of the Hydra guys. He's also one of the guys in, Batman versus Superman that shoots Jimmy Olsen in the head. You've seen the guy around. He's a villain all the time because he just has that look of a villain. He's got that very, like, Calvin Klein face, but if it were evil, you know? So, in this movie things go down and it starts off with a bang, literally. And again, like I said, Mike edits these, so I'm not going to spoil it for him. But when you watch this movie, you go, "Oh, this is a drama," and then you get a little bit further, you're like, "Oh wait, is this a comedy?" You say, "Oh wait, is this an action movie? I don't know what this is." But it came about during a time in 2014, like we talked about with our Kick Ass Women Month. It came about in a time where we just thought everybody could be like every dramatic actress, I'll say, could be a solo kick-ass action star, and we tried to make franchises. We tried to make these solo movies where women are just kicking butt and taking names. And this is just a misfire. And it's a misfire for so many great reasons, but it's also one of those movies where you're sitting there watching it and your face just crinkles up and scrunches up and you go, "What am I watching? Why did they do this? Why are they still doing it? I don't know what's about to happen, and I'm not sure I want to know, but I can't stop watching." And hopefully Mike will feel the same way when he watches it, but I know there's a scene, like I said, the sex scene when it happens. He's probably gonna text me, like, immediately what happens because it's kind of ridiculous, just, completely absurd, and that's why I picked this one. Now, follow up to this, when I do my second watch of Mike, I'm gonna have Mike watch a movie that is so notorious. I honestly don't know if he'll be the same Mike after that, so enjoy the current Mike that we have for the next couple weeks until it's his turn again. So, because after that, it will be a new Mike. There will be no Mike as you know him now. So whether you love him or hate him, he will be different. If you love him, you're going to love him even more because he'll be haunted. If you hate him, you might love him more because he'll be haunted, you know? All right. So, first off, though, we got to get through Miss Meadows. So, when he gets through Miss Meadows, when Katie's looking at him all menacingly from the screen, that's when you're going to know that we're doing this YouTube thing for real, you know, because we're starting off with a bang. We're going to get worse when I pick my next one. So, that's what it is. Mike's watching Miss Meadows. I hope you guys enjoy his reaction video because I think I'm gonna love it personally. And Katie needs to stop looking at me like that because she's kind of terrifying. So I'm gonna sign off now and I'm gonna leave the reaction up to Mike. All right, so enjoy.